So hi everyone, all can hear me. So in the last class, we discussed mainly the questions. Right, so from the homework given, anyone has doubt, point 1 और point 2 homework करना था, right? उसमें से कोई doubts? So anyone has any doubt from point 1 and point 2? Because we will discuss them completely today. All right, yesterday at the end, we could just solve few questions from Kahoot. So we will begin that. We will continue with that. So from magnetism and matter, first we will continue with the quiz. So we will see the basics and then we will do the homework question. So point 1 homework question we will discuss completely today. So all can join this. All of you join quickly. Quickly, within first 15 minutes, we will finish up simple quiz. And along with that quiz, we will also revise the basics. Quickly, everyone will join. Only 2 of you have joined. See the screen, we have the pin. Those who cannot join Kahoot, no problem. We can continue on. You can continue giving your answers in the chat. So in a minute, we are going to start. Chalo, let us start. Whoever have not joined this, they can answer in the chat. So last 10 seconds, we are going to start. So let us start. All should give me the answer, even in the chat it will do. So magnetic length is less than the geometric length, equal to geometric length, greater than geometric length, or none of the above. Will not take more time for answering such kinds of questions. So it is less than the geometric length. This question we have already seen. कुछ क्वेश्चंस हमने स्टार्टिंग के देखे थे, राइट? मैग्नेटिक लेंथ व्हाट इट इज, जो मैग्नेट है उसके जो पोल्स हैं, पोल्स डेफिनेटली कहाँ होते हैं? अंदर होते हैं, नॉर्थ एंड साउथ। तो अगर पोल्स अंदर होते हैं एंड मैग्नेटिक लेंथ इज द सेपरेशन ऑफ द पोल्स, राइट? इट इज द सेपरेशन ऑफ पोल्स एंड ज्योमेट्रिक लेंथ जो होगा that will be the separation of the end points, so definitely it will be greater. So at a point on the right bisector of a magnetic dipole, the magnetic field so here potential is zero at all the points on the right bisector. The intensity of magnetic field due to an isolated pole of strength m at a distance r from it will be proportional to. So BV Vivek, let me know this answer in the chat. देखो ये सब क्वेश्चंस हमने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर लिया था. Few questions we have already discussed. Vivek, let me know the answer through chat. So here m by r square will be right. So you remember guys कि जो चार्ज है, चार्ज के वजह से इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड एट अ डिस्टेंस r क्या होता है? k q by r square. तो वैसे ही अगर एक मैग्नेटिक पोल है विच इज हैविंग पोल स्ट्रेंथ m, देन एट अ डिस्टेंस r इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के जगह मैग्नेटिक फील्ड हो जाएगा, k ही रहेगा, q के जगह m आ जाएगा, सेपरेशन तो r ही रहेगा. So what do we understand? ये कांस्टेंट है, राइट? b is directly proportional to m by r square. Next one. A bar magnet of magnetic moment 5 has poles 20 centimeters apart. Calculate the pole strength. It seems like we have done this, Kahoot. मुझे दूसरा खोलना चाहिए था, बट नो प्रॉब्लम, जल्दी जल्दी इसको कर लेते हैं। फिर जो कल हमने मैग्नेटिज्म एंड मैटर का स्टार्ट किया था वो हम करेंगे। So here 25 will be right because what formula we have? Pradyuman A. Can you explain us how to do this? Okay, you have given right response 25. I just saw now. So what we will use here? Magnetic moment M is equal to M into poles apart. That means this is the separation between poles. तो सारे SI यूनिट में है, इसको भी SI यूनिट में रख लेते हैं। ये 5 है, so M will be 5 by 0.2. तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? 25. And what will be the unit? Ampere meter, right? Because this its unit is given ampere meter square by meter. The effect due to uniform magnetic field on a freely suspended magnetic needle is. So I can see your answer. In this case, torque will be present, but there is no necessary that net force will be there, right? Because this is a very simple thing कि अगर there can be a torque provided that there is no net force. I am not talking about no force. There is no net force because the freely suspended magnet comes to a stable point, right? And next one we will do. जल्दी जल्दी ये करेंगे, ये ऑलरेडी हो चुका था। So here none of the above will be right. And we have also discussed this. Magnetic lines of force due to a bar magnet do not intersect because probably a point always has single direction to show, right? ये हमने last class में कर लिया था discuss. Moving ahead. Two lines of force due to a bar magnet Definitely they do not intersect at all. If they would have intersected, it would have meant that there are two directions present at a point, which is not possible. Okay, this one we'll do. Right, so it will be 2:1 because इस पॉइंट पे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड क्या था? It was km by something at the denominator, so basically it was km, and here it was 2 km by r cube, right? Whatever it is, we will not focus, but just the coefficient, if you observe, they are in the ratio 1:2. Okay, next one we will do. Okay, so we will do this one, and yes, we have the options. जल्दी जल्दी ये करते हैं, फिर देखेंगे मैग्नेटिज्म एंड मैटर वाला. So here, all of you answered it correctly. Okay, that's right. So mainly we will start the second one. ये already हो चुका था. So we will see topic 2. So all can join this. This is the new one. Quickly we will finish it. This was the pending. Quickly all will join. Okay, so we will start now. Okay, so we start. So first two questions we have already done yesterday. So those questions we will do it quickly. So magnetic meridian is it a point? Is it horizontal plane? Is it a line along north south or a vertical plane? So here, this must be remembered, magnetic meridian is a vertical plane. We saw this yesterday, and this is to be remembered at a neutral point. Which one is right? So at neutral point, field of Earth is zero. Field of Earth, that means the magnetic field is zero. Because the name itself, neutral point, जहां पर की कोई भी magnetic field नहीं है. So we are talking about the magnetic field of Earth. Okay, so lines which represents places of constant angle of dip are called as, ये कल याद करने के लिए बोला गया था. You have to remember the meaning of these words. Right. Most of you say isoclinic lines, and that is right. Okay, the next one. A dip needle in a plane perpendicular to magnetic meridian will remain in which of these positions? So dip needle in a plane perpendicular to magnetic meridian, it will remain in the vertical position. जो dip circle की बात हुई थी, that shows the direction with respect to the horizontal axis in a vertical plane. So let V and H be the vertical and horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field at any point on Earth. Near the North Pole, which one is right? So here V will be too much greater than H, because what happens, what is given here, V and H be the vertical and horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. So near the poles, if we observe, we know that this is Earth and this is the magnetic axis. So near the poles, what will happen? The vertical component will be greater, in fact too much greater as compared to the horizontal one, because ये जो magnetic lines of force हैं, they seem to emerge from the poles. तो जब emerge हो रहा है, तो ये perpendicular component में this one is very high magnitude as compared to any other components. That's very obvious as well कि poles के पास जो magnetic field होगा, that will be much greater than horizontal component. So okay, two magnets of same size and mass make respectively 10 and 15 oscillations per minute at certain place. The ratio of their magnetic moment, that we have to find out. Right, A will be the correct one. Okay, so this question we will do. So all can take the screenshot. Okay, so let us do this. So let us do this one. So here the question was, so if a magnet is suspended at 30° to the magnetic meridian, then the dip needle makes angle 15° with the horizontal. and we were supposed to calculate the real dip. So we have talked about an important expression which connects true dip and the apparent dip and the angle made with respect to magnetic meridian. Can anyone tell me what was that expression relating true dip and apparent dip? You have to find the real dip, that means the true dip. So okay, Abhiram, tan delta, you say it is tan delta dash. We learnt in theta times, this delta times में भी चलेगा, cos alpha. And what is this delta and delta dash? Which one is real, which one is apparent? Right, exactly, this one delta is the true one. So if we just put the values here, what we have to figure out delta, we have to figure out delta, and delta dash is given to us as 45 and alpha is given to us as 30. So tan delta क्या हो जाएगा? Just put the value, tan 45 1 cos 30 root 3 by 2. तो यहाँ से हमें right, this was delta dash, right? So from here we will get 1 is equal to tan delta into root 3 by 2, right? This was the expression. And delta यहाँ से क्या हो जाएगा फिर? ये हो जाएगा 2, ये हो जाएगा root 3, and that will be tan inverse, right? Yes. Delta dash is equal to delta times cos alpha. So it depends upon you what meaning you select or what expressions you take. Okay, so moving to the next one. Okay, so all can take the screenshot of this. A bar magnet is oscillating with time period t. If its mass is increased to 4 times, then its time period will be which one of the following? Okay, so which will be the right response? So okay, all of you selected right one. That's right. So Earth's magnetic field at a certain place has a horizontal component of 0.3 Gauss and the total strength is 0.5. What will be the angle of dip? Very simple. Let us do this. So tan inverse 4 by 3 will be the right one. I'll take the screenshot of this to explain later. So at a certain place, the angle of dip is 30° and the horizontal component is 0.5 Oersted. The Earth's total magnetic field, what is that in Oersted? Okay, most of you said right for this. That's very simple. We just need to use the direct expression of the relation between delta, horizontal component, and vertical component. Okay, so we will continue with the modular question discussion. Okay, coming back to the modules now. All have done, all have attempted the modules. जो homework था point 1 and point 2. We all were supposed to do that. So point 1 we will discuss today, the homework section. So any doubt, anyone, they can let me know. Else I'll bring the question randomly from point 1. Okay, no doubts, that means. So let us do the questions. So first from point 1, the homework section. So we will do this and let me know the answer in the chat who has done. quickly we will do this. The point one we will discuss today because many of you would not have attempted. So you all will have a gap tomorrow. So point two, we will discuss day after tomorrow in the next class. Point two and kuch question point one ke bhi. Then we will start point three. That's the last part of this unit. तो ये जल्दी से करेंगे. We have to find the inclination of the system with the field. Rohit, in terms of theory, we have the last part remaining in this chapter. That part is completely based on theory. The numerical part is done. Theory in terms of we will be talking about diamagnetic nature, paramagnetic nature, and the last thing that is the hysteresis curve. That is the intensity of magnetization, demagnetization. Those are very much common. So here we see 60 degree. So in this case, we will balance the torque, right? Because it says m and m root 3 are the magnetic moment. These are the magnetic dipole moments of two magnets which are joined to form a cross figure. That means the angle between them is 90. What is the inclination of the system with the field? That means this is the field and we have to find theta. If their combination is suspended freely means they are at equilibrium and the net torque will be zero acting on the system. So if the net torque is zero, then the torque experienced by this one, that will be mb sine theta, and the torque experienced by this, what will be the angle? Torque experienced by m root 3, or the magnet having magnetic moment m root 3, that will be m root 3b sine, what will be angle now in this case? 90 minus theta, right? ये 90 minus theta क्यों होगा? Just take this and bring it here. So angle between them is 90, right? So this angle will be 90 minus theta. Just observe the angle between them given is 90 degree. So here we solve. So ये mm कट गया, bb कट गया. We get sin theta equals to root 3 sin 90 minus theta cos theta. So we get tan theta as root 3. तो यहाँ से theta क्या मिल गया हमें? Pi by 3. Right? So this is our answer. The inclination is pi by 3 radians, or you can say 60 degree. Okay, another one we will do. Okay, so this one we will do quickly. Find the magnetic field at point O. So the magnetic field at point O we have to find. Two small magnets, each with magnitude of magnetic motion. If you observe here, this is an equatorial point. इक्वेटोरियल पॉइंट पे जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड होगा दैट विल बी, जैसे ये रहा नॉर्थ एंड साउथ, तो इस पॉइंट पे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड का डायरेक्शन क्या होगा, इन दिस डायरेक्शन। तो यहाँ पर एक मैग्नेटिक फील्ड का डायरेक्शन एक मैग्नेट के वजह से इधर होगा और एग्जैक्टली दूसरे मैग्नेट की वजह से इधर होगा, बिकॉज जस्ट ऑब्जर्व, ये भी एम एम नॉट है, ये भी एम नॉट है, एंड द डिस्टेंस इज ऑल्सो सेम। सो आंसर विल बी जीरो, देयर इज नो नीड टू compute anything here, right? This is very simple. We will do this one. All will do this quickly. Yes, yes, quickly, we will do this. So here we have two short magnets of magnitudes of magnetic moment 2 and 5, and they are placed as shown here at right angles. We have to find the magnetic field intensity at the point of intersection of their axis, means इस point P पे. तो दोनों के रेस्पेक्ट में जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड होगा दैट विल बी एट द एक्सियल पॉइंट, राइट? तो एक्सियल पॉइंट पे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड का एक्सप्रेशन क्या है? 2km/r³. r इज द डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द सेंटर ऑफ द डाइपोल, एंड दोनों का जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड होगा दैट विल बी परपेंडिकुलर, राइट? सो एक के वजह से B1 क्या हो जाएगा? B1 विल बी 2k, m के जगह 2 ले लेते हैं, डिवाइडेड बाय द डिस्टेंस, that will be 0.3 whole square, right? Magnet 1, two short magnets are placed, so ये magnet 1 है और इसका distance 0.3. Magnet 2, 2k, m के जगह अब लेंगे 5 by distance 0.3, ये magnet 2. So if they are at right angles, so जो net magnetic field होगा that will be root of B1 squared plus B2 squared. So that will be root of 2k 2 by 0.3 whole square plus 2k 5 by 0.3 whole square.
Sir, whole 0.3 whole cube no sir.
Whole cube, हाँ यहाँ पर ना B1 और B2 ये पूरा होल स्क्वायर हो जाएगा. So we will get out of here 2k और 0.3 होल स्क्वायर ये बाहर आ जाएगा.
No, sir, not that 2km/r³ होता है.
हाँ हाँ 2km/r³, राइट. ये क्यूब बाहर आ जाएगा एंड देन अंदर जो बचेगा हमारे पास दैट विल बी रूट ऑफ 2 स्क्वायर्ड एंड देन 5 स्क्वायर्ड 29. So this will be our expression. k की जगह पुट कर देंगे 10⁻⁻7. Next one we will do. So two small bar magnets with magnitude of magnetic moment m are arranged at opposite corners of square of side D such that their centers coincide with the corners and their axes are parallel. So it says two small bar magnets with magnitude of magnetic moment m are arranged at the opposite corners of square. So first, if we have this as the square, how the magnets are arranged such that their centers coincide with the corners. तो ये रहा एक magnet and we have this as the another magnet, because it says the center coincides with the corners and their axes are parallel. Axis मतलब ये मैग्नेट का ये एक्सिस है और इस मैग्नेट का ये एक्सिस है, दे आर पैरेलल. एंड स्क्वायर का जो साइड है दैट इज ऑफ साइड d यूनिट्स. magnetic moment of each of the magnet is m. You have to find out. It says if the like poles are in the same direction, मतलब ये अगर नॉर्थ है तो इधर भी नॉर्थ है, ये भी साउथ है तो ये भी साउथ है. If they are in the same direction, if the like poles are in the same direction, find the magnitude and magnetic induction at any point at any other corners of the square. मतलब यहाँ पर और यहाँ पर you have to find out the magnitude of magnetic induction, that means magnetic field. तो इसके वजह से let us say this is magnet 1. magnet 1 के वजह से एक magnetic field इधर आएगा, इस magnet 2 के वजह से let us suppose I want to find magnetic field at this point, वो उधर आएगा, इसके वजह से magnetic field इधर आएगा. So overall what we have to do, we have to subtract to get the net magnetic field. So what we will do, एक magnetic field जो आएगा for one it will be equatorial, for another it will be axial. तो एक के वजह से जो होगा that will be 2km by r cube, दूसरे के वजह से जो होगा that will be km by r cube. तो जो net magnetic field होगा we will just subtract them, right? 2km minus km by r cube. So answer will be just km by r cube. Yes, one will be relatively axial position, another will be equatorial position. Or net magnetic field 2 km by r cube minus km by r cube. So yes, we can find out now. अच्छा r क्या लेंगे? Because r is not given. We have to take the distance from the center of the magnet, right? That was r. तो यहाँ पर बस d हो जाएगा. Answer will be km by d cube. You don't need to deal anything with the direction also, because we just need to figure out the magnitude. Is this understood to all? Whatever we discussed till now, is this understood? This was from level 3 homework section. Exactly, very simple questions, whatever we have been doing, especially for this chapter. ये भी जो क्वेश्चन था that was in the level 3 of part 1. So part 1 I have completed fully, including the discussion of in-class exercises and even the homework questions. Apart from this, anyone has any doubt in point 1, let me know that, because one day gap you will be having, and before the next class I will check strictly in the next class for point 2 homework section. You have just 9 questions to do in point 2 homework section. Point 1 हमने पूरा डिस्कस कर लिया है. Okay, so let us see the questions from level 2 as well. So one by one, all will tell me the answer. And a little short reason also you have to tell me. So question number 4, Amish will explain us. Amish, explain us number 4. Yes, Amish, you can hear me. A magnetized wire with magnitude of magnetic moment m and length L. ये रहा वायर which is magnetized. Magnetic moment m है और इसकी length क्या है L. It is bent in the form of semicircle of radius r. Then what would be the magnitude of its magnetic moment? Yes, Amish, you can hear me? Amish Narayan. Hello, Amish. Guys, Amish left the meeting. भाई बस आइडिया बताना था, भाग क्यों गए? Who will tell me? Who can explain this number 4? बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चन है. Amish, you can hear me? You can at least say in chat, you can hear me, cannot hear me, don't want to hear me. अमीश, सुन सकते हो मुझे? देखो फिर भाग गए. Okay, one answer I can see. I is equal to pi r. R is equal to final answer. बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चन है. जो ध्यान देना है यहाँ पर, that is कि इस केस में मैग्नेटिक मोमेंट हम कैसे लिखते थे? पोल स्ट्रेंथ इनटू द सेपरेशन बिटवीन द पोल्स, राइट? एल है सेपरेशन बिटवीन पोल्स. सेमी सर्कुलर फॉर्म में कर दिया तो जो पोल होगा हमारा, दैट पोल विल बी हियर. तो यहाँ पे नॉर्मल रेशियो प्रोपोर्शन यूज करना है. नॉर्मल रेशियो प्रोपोर्शन वी हैव टू यूज हियर. पहले केस में मैग्नेटिक मोमेंट क्या है? m इंटू एल. अब उसी एल को हमने सेमी सर्कुलर फॉर्म में रख दिया. सो इन दैट केस वी गेट L इज इक्वल टू पाई आर, राइट? L इज इक्वल टू पाई आर. तो R क्या हो गया? L बाय पाई हो गया. एंड वी हैव टू जस्ट रिलेट इट नाउ. क्या होगा अभी मैग्नेटिक मोमेंट m इंटू 2r, राइट? 2r है, 2r इज द सेपरेशन बिटवीन पोल्स। इस वायर को अगर हमने ऐसे रखा है तो सेपरेशन बिटवीन पोल्स विल बी 2r। सो m इज इक्वल टू m इंटू 2r, और r की जगह क्या रख देंगे? l बाय पाई, सो 2l बाय पाई। और m इंटू l क्या है? ध्यान रहे यहाँ पर m इंटू 2l इज नॉट इक्वल टू मैग्नेटिक मोमेंट, m इंटू l है हमारा m, तो इसका आंसर हो जाएगा 2m बाय पाई। देयर इज नथिंग इन दिस। इफ यू रिमेंबर द डेफिनेशन कि मैग्नेटिक मोमेंट क्या होता है, दैट इज द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ पोल स्ट्रेंथ एंड द सेपरेशन बिटवीन द पोल्स। Another one we will do. Number 5 जल्दी से करते हैं। Derive the expression for magnetic field due to a short bar magnet of magnetic dipole moment m and length 2l on the axis at distance z। करने की जरूरत है नहीं, we did this right। क्या आ जाएगा on the axis?
इक्वेटोरियल पोजीशन।
Equatorial on the axis at a
ऑन द
distance, axial position हुआ right? On the
सर
axis
ऑन द एक्सिस मतलब ये वाला एक्सिस हो गया ना सर,
कौन सा?
परपेंडिकुलर।
मैग्नेटिक एक्सिस ये हुआ ना, दिस इज द
हाँ
मैग्नेटिक,
हाँ सर।
right? So we can just use the
ठीक है।
normal concept of जो हमने electrostatics में use किया। So I leave this. Number 6, if a magnet having a pole strength m is cut into 4 equal parts such that their lengths and breadths are equal and half of actual dimension of actual magnet, what would be the pole strength of new part? Quickly, quickly, no need to calculate, just let me know the answer. Pole strength है m, it is cut into 4 parts and their lengths and breadths are equal, मतलब सबको इक्वली 4 पार्ट में काटा है। Okay, lengths and breadths are equal and half of the actual dimensions of actual magnet. What would be the pole strength of new magnet? जल्दी कोई एक बता दो आंसर। m/2 करेक्ट है, ठीक है। ऐसा नहीं 4 पार्ट में काट दिया तो पोल स्ट्रेंथ बाय 4 हो जाएगा, बिकॉज कंडीशन इज गिवन हियर। हियर दिस मैग्नेट इज कट, हाउ इट इज कट? Such that their lengths as well as breadths are equal and half of the actual dimension of actual magnet, matlab it is cut, it is sliced like this, right? So in that case the new strength will be m/2, right? That is correct. Number 7, okay, number 7 also we will do quickly. So number 7 we use similar concept, and Anisha is going to tell us how to do this number 7. You can let me know the answer, I can understand from your answer. Number 7. फर्स्ट केस में इट वाज वेरी सिंपल इन दिस केस कि ये मैग्नेट है, इसको हमने ऐसे और ऐसे काटा, राइट? सो वी गेट 4 अदर मैग्नेट्स। तो जो पोल स्ट्रेंथ था दैट बिकेम हाफ, राइट? क्योंकि पहला जो था हमारा वो क्या होगा, मैग्नेटिक पोल स्ट्रेंथ m, ओके नॉट कैपिटल M, इस पूरे मैग्नेट का पोल स्ट्रेंथ m था, तो ईच पार्ट का हमारा पोल स्ट्रेंथ हो जा रहा था m/2। सेम कॉन्सेप्ट वी यूज फॉर द सेकेंड वन। You can remember one thing कि जो pole strength है that is dependent on the area, that is proportional to the area, right? It is proportional to area, not even the length. I'm talking about the axial length. Number 7, m/4. That's right. That's right. So magnet having magnitude of magnetic moment m is cut into 4 equal parts such that their lengths as well as breadths are equal and half of the actual dimensions of the actual magnet. What would be the magnitude of magnetic moment? तो जो m होगा that will become m/2, and जो separation होगा, that separation between poles, that also decreases to half, right? So the net magnetic moment will be m/4. Okay, so we have a day gap before our next class. In that gap you are required to do point 2 homework, और जो point 1 नहीं किए हैं, you can see major portion of point 1 we have discussed. So point 1 and point 2 homework all will do. All right, everyone, then let's meet day after tomorrow. Finish the discussion of this in the first 30 minutes, and then we can start with the third part. That's the last part of this chapter. We will complete this by this week, at least the theoretical parts. Hello, see you all. Bye bye. Bye, everyone. किसी को कोई डाउट है, कोई क्वेश्चन है? नो क्वेश्चन?